I'm going to be explaining the things that you can do that will make your scholarship application stand out and you gain scholarship. If you do everything I'm saying here, you are definitely going to land a scholarship in any of the first world countries. By the way, my name is Dr. Chigozie, and if you're coming around my channel for the first time, please subscribe, share, like, and invite your friends. Remember to put the notification button. Most of my videos are time sensitive, so that anytime I upload, you'll be able to get the notification. Today, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to apply for a scholarship. And if you apply them, you will secure the scholarship. One of them is writing a compelling personal statement or essay. Different schools request for different things. Some ask for personal statement, some ask for statement of intent or statement of purpose. Either way, anyone they ask you for, the truth is, if you write a very compelling one that will have your unique story, because I wrote some things down, so you'll be watching me. I'm going to be looking at what I wrote and talking to you. So you tell your compelling story with clarity and emotion attached to it. You know, people can relate to stories, so that when you're telling your story and they're able to relate to it, that's going to make sense to them. Then you can highlight your challenges that you've overcome, your goals, and the scholarship, what the scholarship is going to do to your future. Then you tailor your essay to reflect the value and the mission of the scholarship together to why you are coming to that school. So there are many things you need to weave into your statement of intent or personal statement for it to stand out. And that's exactly what I am explaining to you here. Then you can do what? The second thing is what? Strong academic and extracurricular activities. For those of us that don't know how to volunteer, this is an experience for you to start volunteering. What does volunteer mean? Doing those things that on a normal day you should be paid for, but you're not paid for it. So you can volunteer for Red Cross, you can volunteer for your church, you can volunteer for any community, you can volunteer to do anything as a volunteer that you're not being paid for. Then also understand that your CGPA plays a role. So if you're still a student, be studious and do what? Make sure that you're coming out with a high CGPA to an extent. Even though CGPA is not basically what they assess you with, there are other things that come together for the assessment. CGPA is just one of them. But let your CGPA stand out so that every other thing will be an addendum. Then the other one is clearer goals. Some of us don't even have a clear goal of what we want to do. So if you have your clear goal, the scholarship providers love candidates who have direction. You have to be clear of what you want. Like when I was applying for my scholarship, what I did was to explain what I want to do in the next 2 years and in the next 5 years and what the scholarship is going to help me achieve. So I was clear about what I was looking at, my 5-year term plan. I was clear about it. So they like this kind of mindset. So if you're a student that you don't even know what you want, you should start thinking about what you want in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Then you can state even your long-term vision in 10 years. I want to be a lecturer, I want to be whatever you want to be, a researcher. Just state it. Let there be something that you are looking forward when they give you this scholarship. Then another thing is what? Your relevant and specific recommendation letters can play a role. I always tell people about recommendation letters. Don't ever go and get recommendation letter from anyhow person and say, okay, it's recommendation letter. No, they will look at the person's qualification. They're going to look at the person's contributions. If the person have papers written, they're going to look at it. So when you are getting a referee or someone to write something for you, make sure that it's something that is somebody that has quality over quantity. Because when I brought the person that wrote my reference, there is no way you can finish going through his qualification and everything, all his paper publications. You will know that this person is not just anyhow person there in the streets. So I always tell my students this: make sure that when you are actually trying to get a reference, let it be a reference that really matters. Then another thing is what? Evidence of initiative and leadership ability. Some of us don't have the initiative to do things. You just want people to always do it for you. So you have to state any initiative that you've initiated. Projects, club, advocacy. I remember then I had to write of how I have conducted several free medical outreaches back in my home country. In fact, by the time I was coming to this country, I had already organized over 10 free medical outreaches, and I was the one that would organize it, get the pharmaceutical companies to supply the free medications and everything. So I had that initiative, so it was easier to assess me, and I'm trying to give it to you now so that it will be easy for you to understand that these are things that you can do that will help you. Then leadership and impact. What have you done to your community? Have you volunteered? I volunteered for different organizations, and those are things that were counting for me. So if they keep your application and keep mine side by side, I was going to definitely score more than you, because I had so many things backing me up that are following me. Then alignment with the scholarship purpose. Make sure that you are aligning with the scholarship purpose. Understand what the scholarship is looking for and reflect that in your application. For example, if it's women in STEM, emphasize your STEM activities. That if you're wondering what is STEM, STEM is what? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And like if you've gone for competition, that everything you've done that tailors towards STEM, talk about it, and that is going to help you also to do what? To stand out. And this is exactly why I say subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to be bringing out this often and on anytime that you need it. If you have questions, drop in the comment section, like, share, and also what, come around.